Okay, okay. Hey, YouTube, I'm back. Gonna look at some games again and hopefully have a repeat. Went 5 of 5 yesterday, so pretty lucky. I'm gonna try to just get right into the new games since there are a lot, and we'll see if we can find some more. So again, 5 for 5 on the bets. Leans went 2 and 3. All right, let's see what we got. St. Francis Red Flash at New Haven Chargers. This game is not one that I really love to bet, but I like the red flash here, honestly. I really do. Just going through it real quick. I mean, overall, they're 2.5 to 5.5 point edge for the Chargers at home, though, in the comparable sample. It's not a big sample, but it's really not a great edge at home. So to get 6.5, I like it. It's pretty questionable, but just check this real quick. Okay, so both around 500, no injuries. And as for these spots, they see they gotta win again. Not just gonna lose out here. They gotta beat a couple of these guys. They beat Stonehill before, Chicago State, Wagner. They play New Haven? Yeah, they lost pretty bad. So, see, that's not good, but it's got to be a revenge spot here. I honestly think that they get them back. They have to pick up a W here after all those losses. Let's see. So, Chargers probably primed for a loss. Three wins in a row. They're done. They're done. Okay. Honestly, think I'm gonna take it. It's so questionable, but I like it. Let's just keep it moving. George Washington Revolutionaries, Atlas All Explorers. I looked at this game and there's like a ton of injuries. I originally liked LaSalle. Don't think George Washington is very good, honestly, even though it's kind of suggests that they are. It's 6 to 12 point edge overall. It's not a great edge at home for the LaSalle Explorers, but there is a little edge. Second half of the season, it's a pretty big advantage to George Washington. Last few, it does drop smaller, which is interesting because there are injuries, but there are like a few that were just listed from a few days ago. One of them was a guy that was showing up in as a top of the stats. So I'm laying off this one. Let's keep it moving. Miami of Ohio, Redhawks at Eastern Michigan Eagles. I mean, I definitely lean Ohio here. I'm gonna wait for it to drop to maybe 9.5 and jump in, but 7 to 14 point edge overall. Even on the road, their edge is 3 to 6. Second half of the season, they're just doing better. So I'm getting them winning by 7 to 14, but I think this is underestimating what's gonna go down. So let's check what the spots are looking like though, just in case. Miami of Ohio. I mean, they're just undefeated, so I mean, maybe a lot of people think they're gonna lose, but if they're gonna lose, it's gonna be to Toledo. I don't think they're gonna lose to these Michigan teams. Come on, spreads are probably like deep in the 300s in Ken Palm. Let's actually check. Eastern Eastern Michigan. Okay, so like 230s. That's better than I thought, but not good enough. They're gonna get crushed. You kidding me? You know, put up they in 2 games where they scored under 80 points all season. He probably scores like 65 points a game. Oh, look at them throwing up 95 against Kent State. Beating to oh wait, I'm tripping. Throwing up 91 against Kent State. That's impressive. If there's injuries, of course all the money's going to Miami. I mean, a lot of people think it's gonna end. This guy's been out, no injuries really to deal with. Yeah, I would be pretty shocked. They do lose one at a time and win though the next game sometimes. Yeah, I like Miami of Ohio. I think it's just like so obvious that it's just the play. It's just so obvious that it's like not obvious. So I'm gonna wait overnight, and if it goes to 9.5, I'm gonna definitely get on that. All right, just recapping those. Okay, so boom, next game, Washington Huskies at Rutgers Charlotte Knights. I mean, I definitely like the Huskies here. I think Rutgers is kind of terrible. They like have good games. Randomly, they hit their shots, but the Huskies are way better. I wonder what Rutgers is in Ken Palm. Yeah, under 50. I mean, I think Washington's 50 something or so. It's a lot better. Like this sample is similar to is a little worse probably than Washington. Let's just say around the same, and they're losing by an average of 5.5. So probably kind of where the spread's coming from. But overall, I got this 4-8. So check the spots real quick and see what it looks like. And then if it looks like something I'm interested in, I'll take this as my second official bet. Where are we at? Rutgers. So the Huskies 13th in Big Ten. Yeah, they're probably not going to get in. They would like maybe have to win out, but like they might be fighting. They got a positive record. Nah, they're off a loss though. They usually win off their loss. So it's their second road game, and they just lost to Maryland on the road. Uh, I mean, Rutgers never just gets whooped once. Okay, like one time they did. They got whooped and then won. Every other time this season, they got whooped and they got whooped again. One, two, three. Yeah, I think they get absolutely whooped tomorrow. I really just do. Like it's not a great travel spot for them. What are they at? They're 14th. Are they tied? Oh yeah, you can't lose to Rutgers, that's for sure. I think they cover the 5.5 if the see where the juice is going. Juice is on Rutgers. I'm gonna wait, try to get this in Miami, Ohio tomorrow for cheaper. I'm sure I'll be able to. This will be my two that I look at for tomorrow to get cheaper. All right, it's settled. I think I checked earlier this game. These are some old news injuries. Not concerned with that. Okay. All right. Western Michigan Broncos at Bowling Green Falcons. Interesting. So not that big of an edge overall. Not even not at 12.5. They are at home where they have a pretty huge edge. So okay, fine. Um, but the other half of the season doesn't really suggest that they're going to win by that much. I got this 6-12, so I mean, I definitely lean Western Michigan, but I'm not going to get involved. They're doing terrible versus ranked teams under 150. Yeah, I'm not touching this, but I like Western Michigan. Toledo and the North Illinois Huskies. I think there's a chance Toledo destroys this team. But oh, they're minus 120 already at the 11 and a half. So might have missed the boat. I wonder what it opened up at. Let's take a quick look. I got them 7-14 though on here, and you know, reaching that 11 and a half on everything but right here, which is a little concerning, definitely. But I mean, they're whooping teams they're losing by 13 on their away games to teams that are worse than Toledo. Am I overestimating Toledo? Hold up. What is their ranking over here? 150. So yeah, they are worse teams. I honestly think Toledo's gonna whoop them. I might take that. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Check the spot real quick and whatnot. Uh, I end up just liking every game. Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna go in there. Oh, that's at 12 though. Toledo's doing good against the spread. At home, they're not doing like much better than 500. This team doing amazing against the spread on the road. Okay, they're done. They're done. No injuries. It's one off Western Michigan. They haven't won twice in a row. I don't really love that spot, but it's at home against an absolutely bum team. They just won by 20 at home. They're gonna come in and win by 15. They'll be up by 20 at one point this game. They're not really whooping on anyone though. That's not true. That's 11 though. That's not enough. Whooped Ball State. Beat Bowling Green, which is impressive. I mean, nah, they should be beating Bowling Green a little worse. And then Bowling Green got really bad revenge. What they win by here? Oh, they won by the number, so that's good. All right, I like Toledo. 10th in the MAC. They're like 5 in the MAC. They might be fighting for a spot, but wonder how many MAC teams even get in. I check that real quick. Yeah, whatever. I can't find this right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and assume they really don't have a great chance. If they get in the tournament, they're gonna get washed. All right, I like Toledo. I think I'm gonna take them. Let's see what else we got. Okay, Louisiana Cajun, Raging Cajuns at Troy Trojans. This is interesting. Samples here. We got uh, that. I mean, 5 to 10, 4 to 8. So. Overall, I'm getting 6 to 12, so I kind of see what's going on. Do I think the Raging Cajuns hang in there? Yeah, but I always think the underdog is gonna cover. Oh, I'm gonna lay off of this. I think Raging Cajuns have been honestly hovering quite a bit at home. I mean, in their last 10. Where are we at? Raging Cajuns. It's probably down here somewhere. I can't even find it. Right, so they're doing bad against the spread last 10. Makes me think they're gonna cover. Yeah, they're not doing good actually. 6 and 4 though. It's their old injuries, so no injuries. Guess I didn't take a really bad dog yet. I love them off that win to Texas State, but they're allowed to lose. Gotta lose by less than 13. Trojans really like that though? Coming off a loss, I don't love that. Coming off of a loss there. Yeah, I'm not convinced to do this here. I think it's best if I move on. Not convinced. I'm not convinced on either of those dogs that I kind of like. Dang, am I liking the favorites today? I got this weird game, so that should be able to hold me over. All right, UMass, Ball State. Ooh, look at this. Honestly, I think the Minutemen are a lot better than this Ball State team. I think Ball State is terrible. Yeah, wow. I'd say Minutemen. They're like 4 to 8 points better. That's like being nice, I think. Ball State just loses bad to everyone. Oh, losing by 5. Yeah, losing by 5 to team. I bet you the Minutemen are. Maybe I'm overestimating. I just overestimate some of these back teams. Um, what is that? UMass? It's Massachusetts. Oh, okay, I'm tripping. They're 193. So that's kind of making sense, this number now, but I think they're like annoyed probably at their recent losses, but it's a decent spot. There's so many games. Where are they? MAC tournament coming up. They need to show their strength going into it. They're eighth in the MAC. Yeah, they're probably teetering for dear life. Oh, yeah. Hell, if all these losses, they're about to destroy them if there's no injuries. Well, stage is just terrible. They're off a lot of losses too, but they're 12th in the MAC. They're probably out. games. So they're not doing great against the spread last 10. They're not either, but they're both 500. Home versus road. No injuries. Yeah, let's roll with UMass, I think. I like UMass, so I think I actually might take them over Toledo. Although I do like Toledo too. Maybe I'll just take them both. I could even ditch the Huskies if I want, even though I really am in the mood to fade Rutgers. Dang. All right. All right. So what do I got? I got one, two, three, four. So five if I count my. Oh wait. Yeah, like five already. All right. Let's keep going. Try to just get through them quickly and see if there's a couple more I'll take. Thundering Herd. I kind of like this team. I faded them though and had success multiple times. There, okay, 6 points better. Who's at home? The Thundering Herd? Okay. I get it. But looking at these recent games, I've been seeing these guys hold some close games. I honestly don't think Thundering Herd will cover this. Just looking at this year, even just okay, I'm looking at 2.5 to 5.5. This is outside that range, so I don't think I'm gonna jump on it, but it's just not enough for me. And they're at home; they could easily whoop this weird team, so I'm not gonna fade them here. I'm definitely not gonna back this team. So moving on. The Chippewas at Golden State Kent State Golden Flashes. I'm sorry. Okay. Uh, wouldn't even mind fading Kent State here, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. 4 to 8 better overall at home. They have a huge advantage over teams that are probably ranked better than that. Central Michigan? Yeah, 100%. They're getting destroyed. Dang. Just take all the favorites tonight. And State is ranked better than these teams. Yeah, they're gonna get probably destroyed. But then it's like looking at the recent conference play, it's like, yo, everybody's fighting. It's like it's tough. That's why I just gotta look at the average. 5 to 10. Like, I don't know. I don't think they cover, but do I really need to fade that versus terrible team? Nah, not gonna do it. It's a lot of tempting ones, but it's not worth getting involved in that. Kentucky versus South Carolina. I like Kentucky here. You know, 5.5 to 11 point edge overall. That's pretty good. If I could get got them a little bit lower, I would have hopped in. Even going on the road, they have a great edge. They don't do good versus good teams at all. But they have had a couple recent good games. I've definitely lost fading them, I think pretty recently, but I got them 5.5 to 11.5. Is there a chance it drops to 5.5? Is that a thing or is this gone? Nah, it's minus 115. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go to minus 7.5 and close around that. Do I still want to just pull the trigger and just fade South Carolina again and get my revenge? Doesn't sound like a good way to bet, but what they've been doing. Any injuries? Oh, whoops. Okay, so Kentucky's got injuries, kind of been ongoing. He's a red shirt. He's out with his foot for a month. Williams, Lowe, Quaintance. See if they're good. Okay. Nah, they ain't anywhere. They're fine. Kentucky off 3 losses, I absolutely love. There's some good teams too. I mean, come on. You kidding me? Florida's ridiculous. Georgia's all right. Auburn's all right too. They're not bad teams to lose to for Kentucky. See what the South Carolina team has been doing. Just took a ton of L's. They don't win twice in a row anymore. Maybe when they're playing U Albany. You're gonna get crushed. Yeah, are you kidding me? I guess Mississippi State isn't good. They're gonna get crushed. That's their last win of the season. Alright, whoop-de-doo. I like Kentucky, but I don't love the number. They're getting money too at 6.5, so covering 500 on the road. They're 6-4 against the spread. Last 10. Okay, let's keep going, and I'm gonna make my final decisions in a. Get through a couple more. So I like Kentucky, man. I think they're gonna destroy them, and I'm probably wrong. All right, Marquette Golden Eagles at Georgetown Hoyas. I'm a Georgetown respecter. I think they're not as terrible as some people act. Marquette, I think, is kind of bad low key, but has had a couple great home games that kind of could make them overvalued. Let's just check this spot and see what we think. But like overall, pretty similar. And Georgetown has a nice home edge here. I really like the edge at home. It's good. They've been playing good at home against good teams. I mean, they're losing, so whatever, but it's good teams. They're getting crushed on the road against the same type of teams. We got he's not a crazy edge second half of the season. I guess I see where the numbers coming from looking at that. Versus ranked teams though, they're doing better. I have it 2.5 to 4.5, so I guess no edge here. I probably am not gonna get involved in this. That is intriguing for them to be getting crushed like that though on the road. But like I guess now I'm like, okay, maybe they have been playing better. Georgetown is like not as good as these teams. I mean, Georgetown's ranked in the 70s a couple days ago, so interesting. Do I have to look at the games now real quick that they've played? Few losses, Marquette. Going on the road after playing St. John's. I mean, Villanova and St. John's are both good. Xavier's like, alright. I mean, these teams are like all the same. Big East, 8th. Marquette's 11th. Georgetown's probably fighting for a spot. Off bunch of losses too. Just alright teams. Oh, UConn, forget it. Villanova, UConn. Seton Hall's okay too. It's crazy that they only scored 51 points. Butler's on and off. So both off losses. This is I'm not getting involved. Moving on. Northwestern Wildcats at Indiana. I mean, I honestly think the Wildcats like make this a close game, but that's probably absolutely not gonna happen. I mean, they're winning by 8.5 at home. I guess it's possible that they actually come off that bad loss and destroy this team. I'm probably not touching this. Northwestern is 70. Wow, pretty good. Okay, that's interesting. So these teams are better. I have it basically 4-8, so I lean Northwestern here for whatever reason, but I'm honestly not gonna touch this. All right, West Virginia at Oklahoma State. Okay. I honestly think these teams are pretty even, but it's just interesting to see that they really don't have a good edge at home when we're talking about, good teams. West Virginia, I wonder what their Ken Palm is. Oh yeah, they're good. They're in the 50s. Maybe not anymore, but they were in the 50s a couple days ago. So, I mean, the Cowboys are not beating teams like Western Michigan. Oklahoma State a respectable 73 though. I mean, I love the Mountaineers here. I think they kind of just make kind of light work of them for whatever reason. I guess these numbers don't suggest that, but suggest that the wrong team's favored. Let's see what we got for the spot. If I like it, I'll ride West Virginia. Alright. Okay, so we'll start with them. 13th in the Big 12. Okay. They're off a ton of losses, so maybe it is a spot for them. They somehow beat BYU. I don't even want to. I don't even want to know what happened there. Kansas State, they beat a couple good teams. I think Cookman is not absolutely terrible. They whooped them. They came out hot. They did. They came out hot. Probably had some injuries. Probably this kid Coleman. Probably Jennings. Nah, he's here. Coleman and Miller. Miller's here. Larry, maybe? Nah, they're all gangs all here. I don't know. I mean, these are terrible teams compared to the actual conference, and they played Iowa State. Wow. Texas Tech. We had a couple pretty good wins, I'm not gonna lie. It is concerning. Off of a ton of losses with some big wins, so that's scary. Where is this game? 3-7, not doing good against the spread last 10. Neither team really. Check the injuries. Oh, Jennings. Oh, that was a while ago. Mountaineers off a couple losses too, which I like. I really like. I like the spot for them too. Like it more maybe. All right, so I do like West Virginia. I guess I'm not like going crazy about it though. They could lose. They could easily lose. Keep it moving. NC State Wolfpack versus Virginia. Getting 5.5 seems pretty good. Especially looking at the Cavaliers with no significant home edge. They've been playing great on the road, this team. Overall, pretty similar team. I mean, it's a pretty similar team overall. I mean, if the spot's good, I'll roll NC Wolfpack. I do have a feeling that something bad's gonna happen, and I'm gonna lose the bet though. Let's see. third. Like they're pretty good off like not a great stretch. They just lost two and then absolutely demolished them. That was their last game. Ah, had some rest. Virginia's good though, I guess. They don't have a lot of losses. Their losses they have are questionable. I mean, they're due for a loss. Let's be real. It's NC State that can absolutely do it. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't fade Virginia, but what's there? Ken Palm here. Top 20 teams, so that's not good. Try not to fade teams who are just too good. NC State is 20s too. I like getting the 5.5, honestly, but I'll probably end up taking that. Let's see what it is at right now. Mountaineers might get another couple points. Maybe I'll look into it if they do. Ooh, NC State might get some. Okay, I'll wait on it. All right. How many left? No, not that many. Great. Okay, so I'm not touching this. Duke Blue Devils and Notre Dame. I'm not going to deal with this. I don't think they're going to cover, but Notre Dame is terrible, and I told myself I'd never back them again, so it is what it is. Billikens first. I think the Billikens come through and destroy this team. Even though on the road, okay, that's pretty interesting. Not much of an edge. 2-4 overall, 7-14. Pretty consistent, 7-14 across the second half of the season. 5-10 ranked. So, I mean, I'm getting between a 6-12 dog. You mean, you gonna tell me that home field advantage is that good? And I'm pretty sure the Billigans have a recent loss on their memory. They're not gonna be happy going into this game. 25-2, they're trying to destroy teams. Yeah, they just lost to Rhode Island. Oh, that's a big win against VCU. Good for them. Probably beat them twice. Yeah, I mean, they're good. Dayton is not good. Oh, they're third in A10. Wow. Am I tripping? Off 3 wins, though? Like, they lose. Like, they like to lose, too. 3 bad teams. I mean, George Mason, I guess. I guess they're in the first place. Is that facts? Oh, it's a different league. Oh, no, A10, third. They were at one point in first. Not good. Okay. I'm taking the Billikens here to destroy this team. I don't even gotta look at anything else. All right. Cincinnati Bearcats at Texas Tech. I'm just not gonna back Texas Tech without that kid topping. There's just really no reason to do that. Bearcats plus 6.5. I mean, I'm definitely not gonna back Cincinnati. I don't like them, and they don't play good on the road at all. I mean, if I had to lean, it definitely would be Texas Tech, but I'm not gonna get involved. Oh man, what are these two games? Okay, so Georgia State Panthers. I don't think I can touch this. Although it does look like it could be. No, I'm getting 1-2 plus 1.5. I mean, this is just a pick 'em. I don't want to touch this. This is interesting though. The home team getting points. They're kind of a lot better recently too. Yeah, not touching it. Screaming Eagles at Morehead State. So, I mean, Just looking at this, I don't think they'll cover, but do I really want to? I don't really need to bet this game for sure. I don't. So I'm gonna just leave this one alone. Even though I don't think they're gonna cover. So let's go back to the ones that we're gonna take. Ah, I love to just bet the dogs. I mean, Morehead State, like they're gonna come in here and beat this team by 9 points. I mean, maybe they will. Are they losing by that much though? Kind of. Not really though, like barely. I'm sure these teams are both deep in the 300s in Ken Palm, so up 278 from Morehead State. For the Southern Indiana? Oh yeah, they're deep in the 300s. They are bad. Ah. Alright, definitely not going to back this terrible team. Alright, so what are the bets that we're going to take? We're going to go ahead, grab the Billikens here. Let's just make sure that this line didn't move on that. Oh, it's minus 105. That's pretty interesting. I honestly think that that's gonna move back in our favor. Maybe I should just grab it now. So, all right, I'll take the 5.5. Maybe you get 4.5 closer to game time. I'd be shocked. Not taking this game. We're gonna take the Wolfpack on the road. This is kind of a crazy one to take, but whatever. This one we're gonna leave alone, even though I think West Virginia is gonna destroy them, but I'm gonna lay off it. Think they hang tight, the Northwestern Wildcats with the Hoosiers, but I am not gonna touch it. Marquette Golden Eagles. I lean Georgetown, not touching it. Interesting. So do I take Kentucky? Yeah, I'm gonna take Kentucky. Alright, so I got NC State, Kentucky, and then this game. I'm not touching. I don't need to touch this. This one I'm also not. Oh, I like UMass. I like UMass. This one we're not touching. I don't hate the Cajuns here. I like Toledo, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna take the Huskies. Wait for Miami of Ohio tomorrow. This is my favorite team ever. And yeah, you know we're taking St. Francis. Alright, cool. Alright, so just to reiterate one last time, I'm taking St. Francis plus 6.5. This is a really crazy game to include. Waiting on Miami of Ohio. We're taking the Washington Huskies minus 5.5. Bit aggressive, I know. We're gonna take UMass. Minus 5.5. We're gonna take Kentucky. Ooh, minus 6.5 is kind of a lot, but we'll do it. Taking the Wolfpack. taking St. Louis. Okay. So 6 bets. A lot of favorites now. I'm kind of concerned, but a lot of dogs yesterday, so no matter. We'll switch it up. All right. Thank you, everyone.